Hello everyone, and in this lecture we're going to be configuring plugins to create our blog so then it will generate a route for each of the Markdown files within our blog folder, which is what we're going to be creating within this lecture. So you can see /blog /first Markdown post, and then we have first Markdown post within our blog. Alright, so first we have to install the plugin so that we can create our blog posts and the routes from the Markdown files. So what we're going to do is I'm on the Gridsome documentation. We just have to install a couple of plugins. So we have to install the Gridsome source file system plugin and transformer remark for the Markdown. So to do that, I'm just going to hit this, go cancel our server, and then I'm going to do npm I, and then we want to install Gridsome source file system and Gridsome /source file system, and we also need to install a Gridsome transformer remark. Okay, then we hit enter and I'll install both of those. So we can configure this while we're waiting. So we can see here that we just need to add in a plugin, an object into this plugin, and then we can figure it within here. So first of all, we're going to create a template, and this will be what the blog post Markdown will be inserted into, so it'll allow us to format it. So we're going to create a new template called blogpost.view, and then inside of here we can just create a template, main, and we can just hit hooray. It's a blog post. Alright, so this is installed. Now we have to configure it, so module.exports instead of our gridsome.config, and we can see all of our previous code, and we have our plugins right here. So we're going to open this up, create an object, and we want to copy this. Alright, so we're using the source file system plugin, which we installed, and type name blog post, which you can see right here, blog post, path. So one thing we're going to change about this is we're just going to go to the blog. So we're going to create a blog folder inside of the root of our project. So let's create that. Alright, and inside of here, we want to name it /blog, and then inside of there, we want to put in posts. So let's create a post. And inside of here, we will have our Markdown files. We'll also create a folder. And inside of here, we'll have images. So then you can put in, actually, let's name this assets. So we're going to have all of our posts Markdown files in here, and then our images within here. So now we can create a new file, and then let's just name it first Markdown post.md, and that's the ending for Markdown. And then I'm just going to paste in some Markdown code. So actually I forgot a dash. So in Markdown we can add the configuration within these 3 dashes. So inside of here I'm adding in a title, an author, and a thumbnail. And we're just setting these to all of these different values so that we can use them within our blog post. So what we can do is, so it's going into blog, post, and then MD, the Markdown file, and then we can add in the template. So we can just copy that code, and we want to go to /blog, and then we want to do title. So it should be going in through all of these, and then it'll make the blog post at /blog, and then the title. And it will convert this into /blog /first dash markdown dash post. The name of this file doesn't matter. It just takes the title. So now we can do Gridsome develop. Alright. So we can refresh it and it's working. So now we have to go to first /blog /first dash markdown post. Okay, and we can see here it says hooray, it's a blog post. So in the next lecture, we're going to be loading in the data inside of this template from the Markdown file. So we're going to load in the content and the title, author, and the thumbnail. And then we're going to load in these images. In this array image, if I could just copy this, this is the image that we're going to be using for the post. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next lecture.